Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought, where today we will be continuing our campaign. Last time we played, we had a nice little skirmish here and there with the French that ruined the French fleet quite a bit. And yeah, continuing on that course today. Post-production me here. Quite a fascinating episode that didn't go as expected. To put a long story short, we will face the Austro-Hungarian Empire in battle this episode. And this battle, it took me well over an hour to fight it, to record it and all of that. So I'm going to cut this episode in two and I'm going to compress certain less interesting parts. At first, we'll see here that I'm preparing to get my research up and running. I'm almost at the Dreadnought tech and I want to get the best possible techs before I get my Dreadnoughts, so I can make the best possible new battleships for the continuation of the campaign. We'll start there. We'll design a Dreadnought and then we'll start with some battles. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and once more, enjoy the ride. We have our Dreadnought technology, and we are going to design a ship right away. For we have the Dreadnought 1, a very fascinating hull design. What can I say? I really like this forward section of the ship. I'm less of a fan of this section, however. I hope we can use it, you know, to put a funnel on or something if necessary, or maybe even a secondary tower. Can we put a secondary tower on there? No, we can't. Well, we can put a funnel there if needed, so it's not entirely wasted space. Do go with the bigger tower, thank you. My battleship, I would like my Dreadnought. Yes, I can feel it already. Looking at the weight though. Let's keep it like this for now, we might get back to it. We don't need the induced boilers. Multiple expansion engines with auxiliary petrol engines, yes please. Unbalanced rudder, hydraulic engines with heavy armor. Anti-torp 1, pushing the build time up to 18 months. The anti-torp is really adding a lot of build time to those ships. Always keep that in mind. And of course we're going with the long range accuracy, for these will be relatively long range vessels. Sadly, I am unable to build heavy barbettes. I can add smaller ones, but maybe let's start with the guns. Right. Mark II 9-inchers, Mark II 10-inch, Mark II 11s, Mark I 12s, and Mark II 13s. Well, we started the game off with 9-inch guns. I'm going to make these Dreadnoughts a bit tougher. Give them a bit more bite, so to say. And you know what? Let's do this. Can we do this? That is the question. Yes, we can. Look at that. No, I'm gonna turn you around. Like so. You cannot rotate a full 360. That is a shame. Can we make that happen? Well, no, I don't think so. I mean, I probably could, but then the citadel would get even larger than it is already. And it is already large. Then again, we have a 4 weight offset. If I do it like this, yes, you're able to rotate, you're not. Yes. You are able to rotate as well. Well, I do suppose it can work. Secondary guns, right. Let's look at my secondary guns. Increasing the length of the main guns will be an issue, but 8% I can still get away with that. Good. I do want a secondary battery, but first I want to know, can I get casemate guns? Some casemates can be added to the towers. I do have a bit of a weight issue now. That is annoying, because I haven't added all the things I need yet. I'll probably have to reduce the speed a bit, but we'll see. We will see. Before I forget, I generally tend to forget the propellant and the busting charges on my ships. So yeah, won't forget them this time. I think I'll go for the 6-inch secondary battery. How far forward can we place it? There. 1, 2, 3, 4, and can I get another 2 or 3 here? Let's go for 2 as a secondary battery. And a tiny bit larger. There. If I go to 25 knots, well, it does help a lot in terms of weight. The range is a bit low. I would really like to keep the range around there, if I can get away with it. Beam, yes, a tiny modification to the beam, and it works. Look at that, and look at my horrible 4 weight offset. Let's see, how much room do we have to play around with? 50 tons. 11-inch main belts, a 4 belt and a aft belt of 4.5. 3-inch main belt, main deck, yes please. 4 deck of 1 and a 3 aft. 2 superstructure is a bit much, sadly enough. What can we add to the superstructure? 0.8. 0.3 citadel. Actually tempted to just get rid of it. No citadel, so I can add a bit more armor to my superstructure. Yeah, later versions of the ship may get a citadel installed again. Yeah, I give you the first Dreadnought of the British Empire. We're not gonna name it Rodney, come on. We're going to call it the Dreadnought class. Very well. Is there anything else I want to do with this ship? Anything else I can do with this ship? No. 17 million for these new battleships. To give you an idea, my old ones were 8 million, 7.9, the Empress of India, 6.7 million. So these are fairly expensive. I did add a rangefinder, did I? Yeah, I did. Okay, let's build these new battleships. In terms of speed, these are almost my fastest ships. Only the Coffin class and the Dove class torpedo boats are faster than these dreadnoughts. Build design. I would like 8 of these battleships. And this is going to hurt my economy quite a bit. Well, we rushed the tax I wanted, so let's bring the tax back to 80%. And since I got more money coming in, I'll add another 4 of these Dreadnoughts. 12. I'm building 12 Dreadnoughts. Once they're finished, the 26 old ships will be discarded. Haven't checked the build time. 19 months, right? Or 18 months? Yeah, it was 18 months. So, in 17 months, these Dreadnoughts will be ready. So, in, say, 5 to 8 months, I will start harassing, hopefully, the Germans. And start working on getting our relationships down a bit. Then again, who knows, maybe we'll trigger a war with the Austro-Hungarian Empire. They also have a fleet of 100 ships right now, so also an interesting target to fight. We shall see. I will do a few turns off camera and see what happens, so I'll be right back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. A few months have passed. It's now August 1900. I decided to build a few more of these modern Dreadnought class warships. They will be finished in 10 months' time. However, the political situation with the Austro-Hungarian Empire is deteriorating rapidly. We're at minus 94%, and we might be looking at a war within a turn or two. As such, I deployed a small task force of 11 battleships and some escorts in the eastern Mediterranean to make sure that the British interests are safeguarded and our fishing boats can do their jobs unhindered. And as expected, war is upon us. And in the meanwhile, we also get Barbette Anti-Flash 2. Now, enemy has a task force of 11 battleships here. The enemy outguns us, especially in the torpedo boat department. Okay, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first proper battle against the Austro-Hungarian Navy of this episode. And with some luck, also the last, because if this task force gets eliminated, then the enemy will be, well, they'll be decimated. Around, what, a third of their fleet is here? A rough estimation, they had around 100 ships in total. Let's see. Yeah. 20, 50, 60, 70, 80. Yeah, they got around 90 ships here. Man. Half their fleet. If I win this battle and destroy these ships, they'll ask for peace straight away. That would be hilarious. Start the battle. Loading up and freeze, please. The enemy is to the east. We're sailing straight at them. However, look at how wide my fleet is right now. Oh my. Yeah. I guess you all know what's coming up next. I'm going to reorder the fleet, get them into proper task forces that I would like to play with. So yeah, I'm gonna pause the recording and see you in, well, half an hour when I've finished setting this up. See ya then. These torpedo boats. I'm gonna lose track of you. Rejoin the fleet. Hold it, hold it, hold it. We have... Surprise! I was gonna lose track of you guys. Okay. So we hit the enemy, well, flanking force, I suppose. Let's see. Torpedo boats. Yeah. This is one of... either one of the enemy flanks or their forward scouts. Let's see what happens, shall we? Torpedo boat group, detach and engage. Yes, we're going in hard and fast. Torpedoes are ready to be used, and my 2-inch guns will not do a lot, let's face it. However, it will be a fun first engagement, hopefully. There we go, finally returned fire. Finally my guns are ready. Torpedo launchers, come on. Enemy is probably just too far ahead. The torpedoes can't reach them in time, hence the no-go. Second torpedo boat is moving in as well, so is the third one. Let it be known that my torpedo boats are not afraid and are willing to do their duty. Second one. Form up behind the first torpedo boat. More enemy ships detected. And we also have an engagement on the other flank. In this flank, I'm gonna tell my torpedo boats to fall back. One skirmish at a time, please. Now, if the enemy torpedo boat fired its torpedo, it would kill me. Their angle is a lot better than mine. Talking about angle, why isn't my gun shooting? Way to go! What a torpedo launch, ladies and gentlemen! The target is in front of me, and my torpedo went... well, somewhere. I'm very close to the enemy torpedo boat right now. This could be a risk. Let's not get into a friendly fire competition here, shall we? So I'm going to break off. Now, the other flank, status report. Encountered enemy light cruisers that have taken some hits. Very good. Oh, look at that. We have found the enemy battleships. So this is the center of their formation. In that case... yeah. Turn this battleship group to the left. We're heading north. Second battleship division. Also north, please. Light cruisers form up. You and you. What division are you? Division 15. Reform on Division 15, please. You will do so at a later date. Light cruisers, let's move in against their torpedo boats. Heavy cruisers, let's not. I'm really playing this at low speed because, well, in theory a lot is happening. At least, not a lot is happening right now, but the distance where things are happening is quite large, so gotta move around a lot. First two engagements have ended. One enemy light cruiser has been destroyed. Not much else has happened in return. I took 1.6k damage, however it's divided amongst several torpedo boats, I think? Or just the one? Is it just, or it's mostly the Orwell that has been hit, so first round is on me. Sending in the light cruisers to scout the enemy, and in the flank the torpedo squadron will move in again to scout for the light cruisers there. In the meanwhile, my heavy cruiser squadron, number 15 and number 14, have joined the battle. Let's see what we can do. Only one enemy ship spotted, so let's go to 5 times speed until we re-encounter the enemy flanking ships. Ouch! That torpedo boat is out. Detach. Once more, the enemy has better visual range than I do, with all the pros and cons that go with it. Sure, I would rather be able to see some of these enemies, but every time I do detect an enemy right now, my ships will all focus fire them. I got heavy cruisers in my flank. I would really like a light cruiser group here, or a torpedo boat group. You guys, where's your lead ship? Not there? There, okay, go. Reinforce the left flank. Now my light cruiser group is taking fire. There's another light cruiser group here that's following the heavy cruisers. Okay. Detected enemy heavy cruisers. Let's make sure we don't detect them for long, shall we? Ranger, evasive maneuvers. In fact, full retreat with that torpedo boat group. For now they will detect things, and that's all I want them to do. In the flank we have re-encountered the enemy torpedo boats as well. Enemy smoke up east. Let's redirect my 3 heavy cruiser groups that are here. Battleships, I want you as well to turn in. I have the feeling that they're running, and we are going after them. Ranger, you are out. Retreat, please. Yeah, it looks like the enemy is in a full retreat. I wonder why. Guess that means I'll get a chase going. This is frustrating because 7 of my battleships are not designed for chases. They are designed to broadside, to brawl. And their 10-inch guns won't be able to fire in a chase. Let's see if I can push my torpedo boats in again, together with my other light cruisers. This battleship group push in harder. A good hit on a torpedo boat. Enemy heavy cruiser is being pounded. When this... Yeah, you guys move in. Let's reacquire the other heavy cruisers. There we go. There you are. I really don't want to risk getting into torpedo range there. And these torpedo boats will just keep an eye out on the flank. I have a strange feeling that there are a lot of torpedo boats there. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Come on, come on. Be a dairy and blow up. You, I was about to say you were one of the luckiest torpedo boats I've ever seen, but nope, you're not. However, that is interesting because it means the enemy is changing tactics. That torpedo boat was charging in. So, battleships, turn. Light cruisers, fall back. Torpedo boats, fall back. The enemy is charging, then I want to broadside. And I don't want to push in further. Heavy cruisers. Broadside as well, please. Ooh, this light cruiser, smoke up, smoke up. Torpedoes aggressive if you have them. Not all of them have torpedoes. There are two different classes of light cruisers. Cassandra's one of the newer ones, and the Forte is one of the older light cruisers. Battleship 7, continue pounding that first heavy cruiser, please. Look at that! The enemy is broadsiding, just like me. We have a line battle. Heavy cruisers, focus on those two battleships with high explosives, if you please. Third cruiser group, target the third, there you are, Division 14. Enemy torpedo boats, enemy torpedo boats. Blow him up, please. Status report. The Forte has been destroyed. The first loss of this battle, a light cruiser due to a flash fire. My light cruiser group is still in retreat. Heavy cruisers provide covering fire if you can. So far the battle is progressing nicely. These torpedo boats move in a bit. Let's scare the enemy. See if we can get the enemy battleship line to turn around. What's the status of those battleships? Hardly any damage. Division 9. I want my 13-inchers to start shooting the red shirts. Let's see if we can get some of their battleships. In the meanwhile, my cruisers and especially the secondaries of these battleships are causing havoc on the enemy escorts. Detach, come on. Run. These ships are not built to turn, sadly enough. Might be a pretty design flaw. Let's see, the Cassandra can turn back in. So can you. That torpedo boat is toast. Look at the enemy cruisers. This is the moment where I'm like, I wish I had some long-range torpedoes. Even if only half of them work, and whoopsie daisy. Didn't mean for you guys to push in that far. It is scaring them though. I mean, look at how the enemy is turning. They're turning into my cruisers now. Let's remind them why that is a bad idea. And with that, the first battle is well underway, ladies and gentlemen. However, I'm going to cut the video here, otherwise it will be a 1-hour slugfest. I'll see you next time while we continue this awesome battle. Until then, goodbye.